is Lisa's Movie Reviews. Today's review is of 1988's Iguana, directed by Monte Hellman, starring Everett McGill. Sorry, my light just clicked off. It just does that. Starring Everett McGill, who plays Oberlus, or Iguana, and he's known for Quest for Fire, Silver Bullet, Twin Peaks, Dune. Fabio Testi, who plays Gamboa. Michael Madsen, I'm sure all of you know, he plays Sebastian. He's in Reservoir Dogs, Kill Bill, Thelma Louise, Wyatt Earp. Many, many films. Now, I got my little notes here, okay? Sorry. The film takes place in 19th century. Oberlus, a harpooner on a whaling ship, is regularly, I can't say that word, subjected to ridicule and abuse by other sailors. In the right half side of his face is bizarrely disfigured and covered with hummocky outgrowths. I don't know what that word means, but that's what it's described as. Which leads him to being nicknamed Iguana. He escapes the ship into an uninhabited hood island. He makes himself king of the island, and whenever anyone ends up or washes up, moored onto the island, he enslaves them. Now this movie is based on a real story of an Irish sailor named Patrick Wilson. In 1807, he spent 2 years on an island, which he captured and enslaved other sailors. Now here's the DVD of it. Hope you can see it. It's not too dim in here. Now, it is basically what I just said. I mean, he's being treated like shit by other sailors. He's a harpooner. Here's the book, little DVD book of it. And he leaves the ship after abuse, and he ends up on this island that he names as his island. He's the king of it, and when he ends up on there, he enslaves. That's just the filmmaker's biography, or filmography. And it says on the cover here that Iguana is the movie that should have made Monte Hellman a household name. And that's what Quentin Tarantino said. See, I like the movie, and then I don't like the movie at the same time. It feels like it was rushed. It feels like there's missing so many story and plot line. I bought it because Everett McGill, he's one of my favorite actors. He plays Iguana, Oberlus. And I don't regret buying it. I like the movie, but there's things about it I don't like that kind of just nags at me, like I keep saying. It feels like there's so much storyline missing. So, he's on an island, and anybody ends up on there, he enslaves. They're his slaves. And if they don't like it, he either kills them or he cuts off their fingers, like he does Michael Madsen's character. One guy tries to kill him, he has his friend chop his head off. Stuff like that. He's very cruel. And it's not rated. It's rated, but it has violence in it. Obviously, not extreme. Language, not extreme. And strong sexuality. There is rape scene in it. I did a lot of research for this movie before I bought it or watched it. And it says, oh, it's graphic, explicit, brutal rape. And I was like, well, I don't know if I want to watch that. All rape is disgusting to watch, right? But it's, well, I was surprised it wasn't that bad. I mean, I don't want to watch rape. But it lasts a couple seconds and it's not graphic or explicit. It's not like Girl with a Dragon Tattoo. It's not like Irreversible. That's graphic. That's disgusting. It's not like that at all. I mean, it's... How can I really review it? I understand what the director was trying to do. I really do. I mean, it's got beautiful scenery because of the islands. Any movie filmed on an island is beautiful because of the scenery and the ocean. The acting by Everett McGill was great. He did what he could do with what he had. He was quite goddamn mean in this film. He was, but Everett McGill's played baddies many times before, mean guys. And the actor originally wanted Alan Rickman. And Alan Rickman said, I don't want to do that. And it's like, you know, I can't see Alan Rickman play him. I can only see Everett. So I thought that was a good decision. He chose Everett. And Everett McGill's not a stranger to makeup. You know, because he was in Quest for Fire with all that caveman makeup. But he's not a stranger to makeup. The female character, her name's Carmen, who he forces to be his concubine, eventually impregnates. It goes from his storyline onto the island to her storyline in Spain, and she's buried a husband, and then she's fooling around with another man, but she's going to be getting married to another man, but then she's going to leave the other man and get back to this other man. It's like, what in the hell is going on? What does that have to do with this? But then she ends up on the island just for fun with her fiancé, and they get caught and trapped by him. And now she belongs, in his words, belongs to him. And she basically just succumbs to her fate, just goes with the flow. For me, it was like, what? Wait a minute, you know. But then she gets pregnant. He says he's going to throw her off the cliff, and it looks like him. And that's the point in the movie that bugs the shit out of me. He does not throw a baby off a cliff. I'm just saying. He doesn't do that. How the movie ends, the people that are still looking for her come back on the island, and they see him there, says, now we have to all escape. It's him and two other guys, but then she's going into labor. He decides to stay there and help her give birth, and he takes the baby, he wraps it in a blanket or cloth or something, and he walks into the sea with the baby. You don't know if the baby's disfigured. Apparently it is, because he says you're not going to suffer like I did, but you don't see it. Nothing's really explained. I mean, he just walks away holding the baby, and she's just laying there screaming, no, but she doesn't get up to do anything. Well, I don't know. If you just give birth, I'm probably not that energetic to get up and move around. And she just he walks into the sea with the baby and drowns it. And presumably himself. So I was like, what? It ends like that? Whatever. And the movie starts right off the bat with him on the ship being abused. So I like that it got right to the point. But like I said, it felt rushed, and I feel like there's so much storyline missing. And the director said this is the whole entire cut that he wanted out. But it still feels like there's things missing. And there's some storylines that go on in Spain, with people speaking Spanish. I don't know what the point and what that has to do with the story of this. So I kind of got confused. I've watched it many times. I might have to watch it some more and maybe figure it out. Maybe understand what he's doing, or the director tried to do. I mean, it's not a bad film. Quentin Tarantino liked it a lot, and a lot of times I like movies that he likes, that he recommends for people. So I would give this a C+. Like I said, it wasn't that good, but it wasn't shit awful. Okay, I mean, if you're a fan of Everett McGill like I am, it's a good film. I like him. He's a great actor. He did what he could with what he got, script he got, whatever. There's not much I can say. Cinematography is just on an island. There's some shots on a ship. Music, I didn't really think the music was anything spectacular to talk about. I can't even tell you who did the music. Franco Campanino. Don't know his other music he's done, but it wasn't bad. I think they even said, I can't remember. I can't remember if they said Marianne Faithfull did something or not for the movie music. My battery's about to die, so that's my short review on Iguana. Check it out if you want. If you've seen it, let me know. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.